Welcome to the tutorial on Class C output stage. Here we present the collector current waveform for different classes, that is Class A, Class B, Class AB and Class C. As you can observe, for a Class A amplifier, the conduction angle is 360 degree. For the Class AB, it is little greater than Class A and less than Class B. So the conduction angle falls around 270 degree. For the Class B amplifier, the conduction angle is 180 degree. And for the Class C amplifier, the conduction angle is around 90 degree. Along the vertical axis, you can see the efficiency. As we move from Class A to Class C, the efficiency goes on increasing. So for a Class A, the efficiency is close to 25%. For a Class AB, it is close to 50%. Class B, close to 78.5%. And Class C is close to 90% efficiency. So as you move from Class A to Class C, the efficiency goes on increasing. So here we present the waveforms particularly for the Class C amplifier, and you can observe the waveforms corresponding to the voltage VCE and the waveform corresponding to the collector current IC. For both the current and the voltage, the conduction angle is less than 180 degree. And the Q point is somewhere below the x-axis, and that is why the conduction angle is less than 180 degree. And it is very much evident from the waveform that is shown in this particular graph, wherein the input current IB is represented for one complete cycle and the output current is represented, wherein you can see the conduction part is represented by a darker version of the gray color, or the VCE waveform, which is represented with a darker portion or the shaded portion, which is less than 180 degree. So in this tutorial, we will mainly focus on the Class C tuned amplifier. And in the Class C amplifier, we have a resonating circuit, that is this particular circuit, which is used as a load, and most of the Class C amplifiers will be called as the tuned amplifiers. And here we make use of a parallel resonating circuit. So you can see this is the parallel resonating circuit, which will act like a load impedance. And the collector current, you can see this is the collector terminal, base terminal and the emitter terminal. And the collector current flows for less than half a cycle. Hence it will consist of a series of pulses with harmonics of the input signal. This will filter the harmonic frequencies and produce a sine wave output voltage consisting of only the fundamental component of the input signal. And here the AC input drives the base and the amplified output is available to the collector. The amplified and inverted collector voltage is connected to the load resistance RL through the coupling capacitor, which is represented as CC. So in order to compute the frequency of the Class C tuned amplifier, it is computed as FR to be equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of L into C, where L corresponds to the inductor that is being used and C corresponds to the capacitor that is being used. So as the Class C amplifier is used with a parallel tuned circuit, the output voltage will be maximum at the resonating frequency, which is shown in this frequency response curve. So as we can observe from the graph, the gain drops on either sides of the resonating frequency, and the resonating frequency is represented as FR. So as the gain is maximum at the resonating frequency, These amplifiers can be used to amplify only the narrow band of frequencies. Coming to the load lines of the class C tuned amplifier. So here you can see the DC equivalent circuit of the unbiased class C amplifier, and the resistance RS is a series resistance of an inductor L. The value of this resistance RS is chosen to be very small, and for the DC the capacitor C will act as a open circuit and will not affect the DC operation. So as the value of the resistance RS is very small, the slope of the DC load line will be reciprocal of the resistance RS and is very high, tending to infinity. So you can observe here the DC load line which is almost vertical, and this tends to infinity. So hence the DC load line is not very important for the class C amplifiers. When we go for the AC load line, the Q point is designed to be at a lower end of the AC load line. So when the input, that is the AC input signal, is applied instantaneously, the AC operating point moves up the AC load line towards a saturation point, and the maximum value of the collector current that is obtained when VCE is equal to 0, that is equal to VCC by RC. So both the DC load lines and the AC load lines are shown in this particular graph, and only AC load line is of much significance for us when we do the analysis. So coming to the advantages of the tuned amplifiers, we make use of the reactive components in the tuned amplifier, that is the inductor and the capacitor, which minimizes the power loss and makes the tuned amplifiers efficient. Secondly, the selectivity and the amplification of the desired frequency is high, that is obtained by providing higher impedance at the resonating frequency. And also a smaller collector supply VCC is sufficient because of its little resistance in parallel tuned circuit. So what is important for us here is that these advantages that we have mentioned are not applicable when there is a high resistive collector load.